Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the host of the No BS Coaching Advice podcast here on Anchor.fm. If you've always wanted to start a podcast, Anchor makes it ridiculously easy to do it. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. And best of all, it's completely free and ridiculously easy to use. I know I've used two other services. One was very expensive, like $700 a month expensive, until I realized I was getting hosed, and now it costs me much less, but it still costs me. Another service that's inexpensive, but it still costs me. Again, it's 100% free. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. I do no BS coaching advice here, and it is a breeze. I can record on my laptop. I can record live off my phone. Again, very, very easy to use. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. This is the No BS Coaching Advice Podcast, episode 155. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. This is Thanksgiving week in the United States, and it's fairly common for those of us who celebrate the holiday to notice things that we're grateful for. I was running a meeting yesterday with a number of men sitting in a circle talking about something we were thankful for. And one man checked in and spoke about his circumstances. And he's certainly had challenges in life. And when he came to the thing he was thankful for, he said something marvelous. What he said was, "I can solve my problems." Now, I'm sure there are exceptions to that statement, but overall, he felt like he could solve his problems, and that really touched me in a good way. I'll just simply say, folks, most of you can do that, and that's something to be very grateful for and take a moment to appreciate. Here's another way to recognize things that serve you in your life and are working well for you. Another man there spoke about how he and his wife at the end of the day take a few minutes and answer or share with one another, I should say, what the high of their day was, what the low of their day was. Isn't that nice? The high and the low of the day. And then they share what they're grateful for on that particular day and a good deed that they've done. I think that's a marvelous approach to provide some balance and just settle you down a little bit from some of the frenzy of the day. So just to repeat that, a high of the day, a low of the day, something that you're grateful for, and to be aware of a good deed that you did on that given day. So what are you grateful for as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday? I know for me, I really am grateful for having met my wife, for us having raised the son together, for all the effort that she's put in. She was the driver of our adoption, and I was along for her energy because clearly she wanted us to have a child together, and that wasn't possible biologically. So we adopted our son. She did so much work to make that possible, because when you do an international adoption, it's not just simply as saying, I think we'll have that child over there. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and she handled all that paperwork. And she spent a lot of time being mom to him and helping him become the young man that he is today. I'm truly appreciative of that. And for so many, they keep doing more and more and more, and it never stops. And there was a man yesterday who's a Native American man and spoke about an expression in his tribe called miigwech. You've done enough. You've given enough. It's time to stop. Acknowledge the good things that you do, but also remember miigwech. It's an important concept, I know, for me to remember, not just simply in family, but in my work too, because I really do put out a lot and try and help a lot of people. But there comes a time to just listen to the sound of miigwech and bring it to an end. So that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you listen to the show. Just subscribe so you get downloads whenever I release a new episode. Each show is going to be bite-sized morsels of advice just like today's. I hope you enjoyed it, and I do hope you subscribe. And if you do choose to subscribe, I hope you decide to support the show. There's a link that will take you to anchor.fm where you can make a pledge in support of the show. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in my coaching you, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the big game hunter. Mention that you listen to the show. I just happen to like knowing I'm helping some folks. And once we're connected, message me about your interest in coaching. We'll set up a free call. We'll get acquainted, see if it makes sense. I'll be back soon with more. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care. Time for